वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वदरुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम्
अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम्
सारवत् विश्वतो मुखम्
सारवत् विश्वतोमुखम्
अस्तोभम् अनवद्यं च
अस्तोभम् अनवद्यं च
सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः
सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः।
ऐवन् ऋलक् एओङ् ऐ औज् हयवरट् लन् न्यामङणम् जभै घढदश् जबगडदश् खफ चठथ छटतौ कपै शशसर् हल् इति माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि अकुगविसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः इचुयशानां तालु ऋटुरषाणां मूर्धा ऋतुलसानां दन्ताः पूपु उपध्मानीयानाम् ओष्ठौ ञामङणनानां नासिका च एदैतो गोकण्ठतालु ओदौ ओष्ठम्
ओष्ठम्
वकारस्य दन्त ओष्ठम्
वकारस्य दन्तोष्ठम्
जिह्वामूलीयस्य जिह्वामूल्यम्
जिह्वामूलीयस्य जिह्वामूल्यम्
नासिकानुस्वारस्य
नासिकानुस्वारस्य
रामो राजमनिः सदा विजयते रामं रमेशं भजे
रामो सदा विजयते रमेशं भजे
रामेणाभिगता निशाचरचमूः रामाय तस्मै नमः
रामेणाभिहता रामाय तस्मै नमः
रामान्नास्ति परायणं परतरं रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम्
रामानास्ति परायणं परतरं दासोऽस्म्यहम्
रामे चित्तलयः सदा भवतु मे भो राम मामुद्धर
रामे चित्तलयः सदा भवतु मे राम मामुद्धर
संहितैकपदे नित्या
संहितैकपदे
नित्या धातुपसर्गयोः नित्या समासे वाक्ये तु सा विवक्षाम् अपेक्षते So we have been seeing the topic Sandhi since 65th class, I think 60 or 65th. So many classes on the topic only Sandhi. Is Sandhi clear to all of you?
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, Guruji.
So it is, there are many passive listeners also, but for them also I'm saying. And that's why I'm doing at a very slow pace. I think the pace is comfortable for all of you, right?
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, Guruji.
Is it too slow or?
No. We want it to be this pace, Guruji.
Okay, so it is for every one of them. And if the pace is fine, you can tell me the pace has to be reduced. And I've been doing a lot of exercises, examples, any examples. Dealing on one topic for so many classes, I think nobody will do like this. It's okay. You have to understand. That's the point. If you understand, it is fine. Number of classes doesn't matter. We have not yet got into the language. Only Vyakaranam, that's some Sandhi part only we have been seeing for so many classes, spending so much time. But it is worth spending if you have a strong grip on Sandhi, because that is the first thing you need to, that knowledge you need to have before approaching a line or a vakyam or a shloka to spell it and understand. So it is it's fine. But if you still have doubts or anything, any clarification required or any suggestion, please tell me. Accordingly, do, right?
Guruji, from
Yes.
last class, I was listening to the recording. In that one, I have, it's not a doubt, but just a clarity's sake. This is about the Visarga Sandhi. You said Visarga followed by Khar and Shar the visarga remains. Whereas when followed by shar and kar, like rushayaha, kshina,
What you say?
kalmashaha, it was one example.
Mhm.
The other one, vrukshaha, sthavarani.
Yes.
In these examples, kar and shar and kar to happen, does it have to be a samyuktakshara or
Of
can
course.
it be two different?
Of course. It
So
cannot.
it has to be a samyuktakshara.
Yes. If it is intervened by a vowel, then this will not happen. It has to be a conjunct consonant.
Conjunct. Oh, okay. That's only my.
When you say follows, means follows immediately, not intervened by any other letter.
Okay. All
It
right.
has to be a
that-
conjunct. That is understood.
Yep.
You understand
All
the term, that is the naming what I have given here. Sharparekhar and Karpareshar.
Yep.
So the naming, even if when we do Abhyasa, I will say it as Sharparekhar or Karpareshar. When I say, understand that Kar is the first letter,
Yep.
followed by Shar. Similarly, Shar, Karpareshar, when I say, Shar is the first letter, followed by Kar. Karpare, Kar follows what? Shar. So Shar followed by Kar.
Okay.
Follows what? Shar followed by Kar, and the Shar follows what? Visarga. So that is the,
Okay.
that should be the understanding, right? That is the meaning of the even this the Sandhi name. Sharpare Kar Sandhi, Karpare Shar Sandhi. Okay, so how many sandhis you can see? So many sandhis, and for your understanding, I split some of them into two parts, and all these are given in a very sequential order. That is the step, the order in which you have to apply when you approach a sandhi. 36 sandhi rules are there. In fact, it is not complete. There are a few more rules. In fact, this is a summary of sandhi rules, fourth revision. We have revisions up to 8. That will be covered over a period of time. Not required now. If all the sandhi topic, if we have to know, means we have to know the language also a little bit. So language part also we have to focus. First, let us do abhyasa of what we have learned. Okay, so even those who are not doing any homework also, by following the class, they would be able to understand what I have taught so far. Sandhi will be very clear, I think. Is it clear to all of you? Please, others also can unmute the mic and tell if it is.
Yes, Guruji.
Yes,
Guruji. Yes, Guruji.
Surendraji, understand?
Yes, somewhat extra, yes, understood. But
Somewhat extra, don't say.
you
Come
know
on.
what, 1 month back, I was so busy, engrossed with some other area. I didn't get time to. So there is some break last 1 month. Now I'm trying to recoup that. Until then, everything was clear to me. So I'm trying to.
If you leave gap, then again you will miss.
Not only I got involved with some important project, I was completely involved. I get time to look at that. I'm just trying to. I'll be free after 1 week.
That's why classes goes at a slow pace. I know everybody has got something to do. Personal activity, other activities are there. Anyway, please spend time. Recordings are there. Watch it. Pick up. And now, as I said, we will do the Sandhi Vicheda of Gita Shloka. We will do the Gita Sandhi Vicheda, and through Gita, we will try to understand the language also. Language part, I think I have taught only up to the Kriya Padam, Tinganta, the two Parasmipadi only. After that, we have to proceed. Anyway, so we will see first the Abhyasa through Gita. Okay, when we do Gita Sandhi Vicheda, I will explain some of the words also. So language also slowly can pick up. And there is a Sanskrita Bharati book. That also will ask you to read in the class. I will show you later. For reading as well as the Sandhi, whatever we have seen, everything is given in Sanskritam. You can buy the book, Samskrita Bharati, Sandhihi. But also we can read, just reading and understanding what we have learned so far. The first part of the book,
Where do you get that book?
I'll tell you after the class, which is available with Samskrita Bharati. This is the book, soft copy. I will share this with you.
Thank you.
This reading of this book also, the first part deals with many grammar points. We can just read. You can spend some time. This is it's got only 60 pages. Quickly we can read also. Revision of what we have seen. Some more rules will be there that we have not seen in this. That's okay. Okay, anyway, we will start with the Gita first, and then at the end of the class, we will read a little bit from the Sandhi book. So please type your name in the chat box. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Just starting with that. Paramatmane. Okay. Paramatmane Namaha. There is no Sandhi. This is Shubha Aramba. Therefore, Paramatmane Namaha we say. The Om is also a word. Om is also a word. It is derivable by in Samskrita Vyakaranam. It is derivable by the adding the pratyaya to the dhatu. It is derivable. Avati Rakshati iti Om. Om is a name for Ishvara. Avati. Avati means protects. Kahar Avati. Kahar Rakshati. Avati is equal to Rakshati. Palayati. Chartaha. Protects. Who protects? Bhagavan. Protector. So Om is a name for the Lord. In Kathopanishad, Yamudharmaraja, he begins his Upadesha with this Om Ityetat, the name of Ishvara. Om, the word is derivable. That is derived from the dhatu Av. Av means to protect. Avati, Rakshati. Iti Om, Omkaraha. Shri is a Srilinga Shabda. Ikarantaha. Shriya Yuktaha. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha is one word. Om is one separate. Shri Paramatmane Namaha is one word. Okay. Shriya Yuktaha Paramatma. Shriya is, Shri means, generally Shri means wealth. Well, it's not wealth really in that strength. Generally Shri means Shri Suktam and all we say. It is worth Dhanam, wealth. But what is wealth really speaking? It is Aishwaryam. That Aishwaryam is called Shri. Sakala Aishwaryam, not only wealth. Wealth in terms of knowledge, that is. But knowledge also wealth only. Knowledge is wealth. Knowledge, health, ayuhu, longevity, intelligence, everything is Shri. So Shriya Yuktaha. Paramatma is Ishvara or Vishnu. Vishnu is nothing but Ishvara, a form given to the all-pervasive Ishvara. Paramatma. Paramatma is a two word. It's a combination of two words. Param and Atma. Just Melanam. Param plus Atma. Paramatma. And the word Atma. Atma is the Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam of Atman Shabda. Shabda is also important. We have to see a lot of Shabdas. Few Shabdas I have introduced in the beginning. You have got enough time to memorize those Shabdas. Then this Atman Shabda comes later. One of the important Shabda. Nakarantaha Pullingaha Atman Shabdaha. Atma. Atmano, Atmanah. We will see that later. So Atma is, Atman is Pratipadikam, Atma is Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachana. Paramatmane, Chaturthi Vibhakti. Like Marut Shabda, Marute. Similarly, Paramatmane. Why it is Chaturthi? Because the word Namaha is there. Namaha governs Chaturthi Vibhakti. So Namaha, it's Avyaya. You cannot decline Namaha, Namo, Namaha. No, there is nothing like that. Namaha is Avyayam. Na Vyeti, iti Avyayam. That which cannot be declined. That's called Avyayam. So Namaha is Avyayam. The word Namaha governs the word Paramatma in Chaturthi Vibhakti. Paramatmane Namaha. That is why in all the Namavali, if you take any Namavali, like Lalita Sahasranamam, if you take Lalita Sahasranamam as the Nama of the Devi. Devi, Lalita is Trilinga. So therefore, all the words you will see in Lalita Sahasranamam ending with either Ikara or Akara, because it is Trilinga, Devi. If you take Vishnu Sahasranamam, it will be ending with Akara, Ikara, Rukara, all Hrasva. Whereas in Lalita Sahasranamam, mostly you will see ending with either Akara or Ikara. So Nadi Shabda or Rama Shabda. And the Namavali part, if you see, I will show you. Those who know, they will understand this. This is Lalita Sahasranamam. Okay. It's Namavali. First one, Shri Matre Namaha. Matre, Chaturthi Vibhakti. Matru Shabda. Mata, Matarav. You decline like that. Mataraha. So, Chaturthi Vibhakti Matre. Second one you see. Shri Maharajnyai Namaha. Maharajni. Ikarantaha Strilingaha. Nadi Shabdavat. Raj. Nadi Nadyo Nadyaha. Nadim Nadyo Nadihi. Nadya Nadibhyam Nadibihi. Nadyai. That is Maharajnyai. Similarly, Srimad Simhasaneshwari Pratipadikam. Chaturthi is Simhasaneshwariyai. Chidagnigunda Sambhuta Pratipadikam. Shri Mata Shri Maharagi Srimad Simhasaneshwari Chidagnigunda Sambhuta Devakarya Samudyata. Chidagnigunda Sambhuta Akarantaha Srilingaha Chidagnigunda Sambhuta Shabdaha Rama Shabdavat. Chaturthi Bhaktya Rama is Ramayai. So Chidagnigunda Sambhutayai Namaha, because Namaha is a therefore Chaturthi. Devakarya Samudyatayai. Devakarya Samudyata is a Pratipadikam. Udyadbhanu Sagasrabha Chaturbhagu Samanvita. Ragasvarupa Pashadhya Krodha Karang Pushojvala. So Lalita Sahasranam goes like that. So Udyadbhanu Sagasrabha is Pratipadika. Abha is shine. Sagastra Abha, thousands of this shine. Sagastra Abha. Bhanu Sagastra, Bhanu is Surya. Udyad Bhanu is rising sun. Anyway, Udyad Bhanu Sagasrabha Pratipadikam. Chaturthi is Sagasrabhayai, because Namaha, the word is there. So in Namavali, you will see any Namavali you take, will be Namaha will be there. Therefore, the word, whether it is Strilinga, Pullinga, or Napumsakalinga, whatever it may be, it will be Chaturthi Vibhakti. One simple rule you can remember now. Paramatmane Namaha. Right? Anyway, the Gita starts now only. The word Namaha governs Chaturthi Vibhakti. Now, Atha Pratamodhyayaha. Atha is also Avyaya. Atha is a Mangala Shabda. Atha is a Mangala Shabda. Atato Brahma Jigyasa. Brahma Sutra starts with Atha. So, Atha is Omkaraschata Shabdascha. Dvaveto Brahmanah Pura. Kantam Bitva Viniryato Tasman Mangalika Vubhau. That's a shloka. Brahmaji is Chaturmukha Brahma. Brahmaji is Chaturmukha Brahma. He initiated this Srishti by uttering the word Om Atha. The creation started, initiated by Brahmaji with the uttering of the Mangala Shabda Om Atha. Therefore, the Srishti is Mangalam. It is a vibhuti of Ishvara. So, Atha is Mangala Suchaka Shabda. That's why the Brahma Sutra also just starts with the word Atha. It's not only Mangala Suchaka. In that context, Brahma Sutra, it has got so many other meanings, which Bhashyakara explains elaborately, goes for tries lines after lines for this word, the word, simple word Atha. Anyway, for here it is Atha is Avyayam, and also we can take it as a Mangala Suchaka Shabda. So that is Avyayam, not declinable. Atha Pratamodhyayaha. From there we will start. Pratamodhyayaha, by saying this, you know, Sandhi has happened between two independent words. Now, Pratamodhyayaha and Paramatmane, between these two words, you compare. Paramatma is Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachana. Paramatma is one word. Paramatman, Nakaranta Shabda. When you decline, it becomes Paramatma, Paramatmano, Paramatmanaha. Paramatmanam, Paramatmano, Paramatmanaha. Paramatmana, Paramatmabhyam, Paramatmabhi, Paramatmane. That is Chaturthi Bhakti. One word, Param plus Atma, Paramatma. Therefore, that it's just a melanam. It's one word. That's that one word, two words becoming one word is called samasa, a compound word. A compound word has to be declined with the has to be declined with the ending letter, taking the ending letter as the anta, that is the end letter of the compound determines the declension, depending on the linga also. Depending on the linga. Param is one shabda, Atman is another shabda, two words joining, becoming the word Paramatman. So the end letter is Nakara, therefore Nakaranta shabda. And it can be declined in Pullinga, even Srilinga also it is possible. Apumsakalinga also possible. So Paramatman, here it is Pullinga. Therefore, like Atman Shabda, there is a Shabda Atman. As you decline the word Atman, we will see that later. As you decline the word Atman, similarly the word Paramatman, the compound word is declined. It is a samasa, two words becoming one word, and the word is declined in the way the last word is declined. Understand? That is samasa. Here, Pratamodhyayaha, it is not a samasa. Here, two words have joined. Two words have joined. Joining of two words doesn't make into a one word. Remember, that is the difference between samasa and sandhi. In a samasa, two words become one word. When it becomes one word, the declension depends on the end letter of that word. Whereas in sandhi, two words join, they continue to remain two words only. They cannot become one word. Just for the sake of samhita, sandhi, they are joined. That's all. That's why we can split. The words which are joined by sandhi rules can be split. Whereas the words which are joined by samasa vidhi cannot be split into individual. It is one integral word. Understand the difference?
Yes,
Yes.
Guruji.
Yes,
But
Ji.
Paramatmani, we can, okay, so we cannot split it into Parama and Param and
There is
Atma.
no word parama. Param plus atma. Okay, if you split, it is no. It is if you split, then to split it has to be two different words. Then param you have to decline. Param has to be in chaturthi vibhakti then. It is
Oh,
not, therefore it is, you cannot split like that.
got it, got it.
Two pratipadikam, okay. To give more understanding, already we have talked about this before. Two pratipadikams join together by application of Sandhi Niyama, and two pratipadikam become one pratipadikam, and that pratipadikam is declined as with depending on the end letter. Like Rama plus Ishvara, we have seen. Rama is pratipadikam. Ishvara is another pratipadikam. How do you decline Rama? Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha. Right? Ishvara, how do you decline? Ishvaraha, Ishvaro, Ishvaraha.
Ishvara.
Now, the word Rameshwara is there. The word Rameshwara. Rameshwara is one word. Rameshwara is a compound word. It is a samasa. Samasaha. Samasaha is Ekapadi Bhavanam Samasa. That is Ekapadi Bhavanam Samasaha. Ekapadi Bhavanam means it becomes one word, one word, Ekapadam. Two or more words join, they become one word. When they join, there we have to apply Sandhi Niyama. So within Samasa, Sandhi is there. Within a Samasa, Sandhi is there, but the words cannot be split individually. Individually, you cannot split and assign Vibhakti. Like this example I'll give. Ramaha plus Ishvaraha. Now you join this. Ramaha is Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. It's a Padam. Ishvaraha is another Padam, Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Now you please join. What is the Sandhi? Apply Sandhi rule and join the two independent words.
So the first, it will be the Visarga will become Yakara and Yakara Lopaha.
Yakara become lopa.
Yes. So Ramai, then
Ishvara.
Ishvaraha, then Yakara can become Lopaha optionally. Optionally. So that if it becomes Lopaha, then Rama Ishvaraha.
Then Gunasandhi.
Then Gunasandhi. Really?
No.
Gunasandhi will happen. No, Radhaji. Then if Gunasandhi happens, then why Yakara is there? Yakara will pop up and say, oh, no, I am there, you cannot join, he will say.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is important, don't forget this. You cannot join. Rama, Ishvaraha, you cannot join.
Okay.
Rama is an independent word. Ishvara is another independent word. When you do Sandhi, apply the Sandhi rules. Either it can become Rama Ishvaraha or Rama Ishvaraha only. Then here Rama plus Ishvaraha, so I will join. Then what will happen to Yakara? Yakara will pop up and say, no, I am there in between. You cannot join. It will say.
Yeah.
This is Sandhi. This is Sandhi. Now, how the word Rameshwara comes then? There we are joining the Pratipadikam, not the Padam. Understand? Rama plus Ishvara, let me say it as Ishvara only. Rama is a Pratipadikam. Ishvara is another Pratipadikam. Here Rama is Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. 1-1. Is a Padam. Is an independent letter, the word. It's a Padam. Between the Padam, Sandhi is
Optional.
That is what you read in the beginning.
Yeah.
Where Samhitaikapade Nitya Dhatu Pasargayoh Nitya Samase Vakye tu Vivaksham Apekshate. In a sentence. The sentence, the Sandhi is optional. It depends on the speaker. Sandhi is optional and accepting the above in other situations. That is, Sandhi between the independent words is optional. It depends on the speaker. Whereas the sandhi is important between the words in a samasa. In a compound word, it is a must. There is no choice. You have to do it. Now I'm showing the example of samasa, where Rama is a pratipadikam. I have not written any vibhakti here. You see, watch that. Rama plus Ishvara. So Rama, the pratama word, the pratipadikam, ending with akara, and Ishvara with letter ikara. Therefore, apply guna sandhi. Now you can apply guna sandhi. A plus E will become Rame, Rameshwara. Rameshwara is a pratipadikam. It's a new pratipadikam derived by joining the pratipadikam Rama and Ishvara. That is a difference between sandhi and samasa. Is it clear?
Yes, Sharanji, thank you. Now it's clear.
Yes, Guruji.
Please remember this. So within a samasa, now samasa is within a samasa, you cannot say Rama and Ishvara will keep. No, you cannot do it. You have to do sandhi. That is why nitya samase nitya bhavati sandhi samhita nitya bhavati samasa vishaye. Right? So Rameshwara it has to be. Whereas here in sandhi between the two padam, you need not join also. Ramaha plus Ishvaraha. You can read it as Ramaha Ishvaraha. If you join, then only Yakara will come. When Yakara comes, either Rama Ishvaraha or optionally that Yakara becomes Lopaha, that Rama Ishvara. If you don't join, it continues to be Ramaha Ishvaraha. That's okay, no problem. Between the Padam, Sandhi is optional. You join, you need not join. That is different. Whereas Samasa, it's a must. So, in Paramatmane is there Param, one word. Atman is another word. So there it is, in fact, it is just Melanam. So it becomes Paramatman. Becomes joining. Paramat. You have to join. Paramatman. Now it becomes a new Pratipadikam. As Rameshwara, a new Pratipadikam. Nakarantaha Pullingaha Rameshwara Shabdaha. Similarly, Nakarantaha Pullingaha Paramatman Shabdaha. The declension depends on the end letter, Nakara. This becomes Nakarantaha Pullingaha Paramatman Shabdaha. Here, Akarantaha. So declension, that is why Rameshwara is Rama Shabdavat. And here the Paramatman is Nakaranta, therefore Atman Shabdavat. Understand?
Yes, Ji.
Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, Guruji.
So in the Samasa, it's a Sandhi is a must. There are many examples like that we have seen that without mentioning the word Samasa. In some places I have mentioned what Samasa is. Samasa is another topic, okay, that we are not going to see that question. Just know Samasa is a compound word. Like in English we have. In English, underground, the word is there. Underground is one word. Can you separate this? Underground. Under the ground is different. Underground is one word. Underground water. Okay, ground nuts we say. Simple, you take ground. What is that? Ground nuts. You separate ground and you separate nuts. No, ground nuts means the tree nuts, ground nuts. One word.
Yeah.
That denotes as something substantial thing, ground nut. It's a compound word. Under the ground, the nuts are there. not like that. Ground nut is a word. Samasa. In English also we have Samasa.
Even understood.
Understood. What is Samasa? Yes. In fact, under is a prefix to the dhatu. You can call it as a Samasa also. Yeah, it's Upapada Samasa in Sanskrit. Understood is a Upapada Samasa. So you understand now? Yes. So now, Pratamodhyayaha. Two independent words are there. You know, if you split, that's what is
Pratama
Pratamaha Adhyayaha. Pratamaha plus Adhyayaha, you know what Sandhi is. Pratamaha, Visarga preceded by A, followed by A. Therefore, Ukara Desha will come, then Guna will happen. After that, पूर्वरूप संधि प्रथमोऽध्यायः प्रथमः अध्यायः प्रथमोऽध्यायः. Now, first person, Manjulaji. You read.
Ranji, just one quick question. Ranji.
Hmm.
By looking at a word, can we identify whether it is a samasa or sandhi, or we need to know the language?
You can know, why not? But looking at a word. By looking at a word with what knowledge you have, we can see. Now you see the word Dhritarashtra.
Mhm.
Dhritarashtra has got two words. Or you let that leave it. Okay. See the Dharma Kshetra.
Uh-huh.
It's a samasa.
Samasa. Yeah.
What are the words in that?
Dharma and kshetra.
Dharma, is there any word dharma? If you suppose Dharma Kshetra is there, you split. How do you split?
It's only a pratipadikam. Dharma and kshetra.
Dharma is a
Got it.
pratipadikam. Kshetra is
Right.
another pratipadikam.
Yeah.
And dharma is if it can take it as pullinga. Kshetra is napumsakalinga. Kshetram, kshetre, kshetrani. It is like palashabdavat. Right? Now dharma kshetra is a compound, samasa. Dharma kshetra is a napumsakalinga. Therefore dharma kshetra will be a napumsakalinga.
Yeah. Got it.
The linga of the word depends on the end word.
End word.
And the declension of the samasa depends on the end letter. And also, there are some other samasas are there. The declension can be in any gender. Suppose if it is a special type of samasa called Bhahuvrigi samasa, those things we have a long way to go. We will not see it now. I'm just saying that the declension is possible in any gender because it's going to be the qualifier for the following word. Anyway, I'm just saying all these things are possible.
Thank you.
Therefore, looking at the word, you can say. Now, Manjulaji, you please start.
Yeah, Ji. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre.
Dhritarashtra uvacha.
Dhritarashtra uvacha.
The word Dhritarashtra is important. You know why?
Yes, Ji.
In
It
Gita,
is the name of God.
it's a name of, because Gita
Dhritam rashtra iti Dhritarashtra.
is,
Yeah, Ji.
it's a Mangala Shabda, it's a prayer, in fact. Every text should begin with a prayer. Without prayer, no text is supposed to be started by the Acharya. And Gita doesn't have any Dhyana Shloka. Even though we chant Dhyana Shloka before Gita, that were not a part of the Gita. Those Dhyana Shlokas, 9 Dhyana Shlokas are there in the Gudhartha Deepika, a commentary on Gita by Madhusudana Saraswati. That is what we chant as Dhyana Shloka for Gita. But Gita itself doesn't have Dhyana Shloka. The word Dhritarashtra acts like a Dhyana Shloka, Mangala Shabda. It's Mangala Shabda. Even though it happens to be the name of the person, the father of Duryodhana. He's not a Mangala person, but anyway, the name is Mangala, the name of Ishvara. So Dhritarashtra Vacha, you have to start with that. Dhritam Rashtram Yena. That by whom the Rashtra, the kingdom. Rashtra referring to this, not only the kingdom, this Jagat. By whom the Jagat is sustained. Who is by whom? By Bhagavan. He is a creator, he is a sustainer, he is the resolver. So Dhritam Rashtram, the one who sustains the Jagat. Sustains the Jagat means who protects the beings. It's called Ishvara. So Dhritarashtra. Dhritam Rashtram Yena. So Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Now, Manjulaji, you read that.
Yeah. Dhritarashtra uvacha. Dhritam rashtam.
That's okay. That samasa vigraha, you don't know now. It's very difficult. Okay. How do you know Dhritam Rashtram? What samasa is that? Because you said I'm asking. Okay.
No, Ji, we don't know that.
Okay, leave it. Dhritam Rashtram Yena is a Bhahuvrigi samasa. Anyway, that although samasa part we are not interested now. We are doing Sandhi only. So that I just want to tell you difference between samasa and the sandhi. That I have cleared. About samasa, we will not see now. We will see later. Now you take it as a one word. Now split that. You have to split. Dhritarashtra uvacha.
Okay. Is there any Sandhi, Guruji?
Very good question. You have to tell me. That is why I'm asked you. What sandhi is there? Anybody? Is sandhi is there first of all?
Rashtraha
No,
and
Sandhi.
Visarga Lopa.
Very good. It
Yeah.
is,
Rashtraha.
what is uvacha? Uvacha is spoke.
Okay, yes, Ji.
Uvacha is a kriya padam. Uvacha is a kriya padam. It's a remote past. Spoke. Because this is a story happened thousands of years before. Uvacha. Or simply you can make it a present tense. In present tense, what you will say? Present tense simple is
Vadati.
Sati.
vadati. Dhritarashtraha vadati. Dhritarashtra speaks. So Dhritarashtra, because it is vadati, patati, vadati, karoti, kadati, dhavati, kaha vadati. Who speaks?
Dhritarashtraha Vadati.
So there should be a karta, right? The speaker must be there. The speaker is Dhritarashtra. Then what vibhakti it has to be?
Prathama.
Prathama Vibhakti.
Prathama vibhakti. Ramaha patati. Ramaha vadati. Ramaha khadati. Ramaha is that Prathama vibhakti ekavachanam is a karta. Ekavachanam because vadati is ekavachanam. Therefore Ramaha ekavachanam. Here uvacha is equal to vadati. Take it as vadati. Kaha vadati? Dhritarashtraha vadati. Dhritarashtra is a pradipadikam. Akarantaha pullingaha. Dhritarashtra shabdaha. So you can decline like Rama Shabda. Therefore, Dhritarashtraha uvacha. Then Visarga is there. It has become Lopaha. And what's in the Manjulaji?
Yeah, Visarga preceded by Akara and followed by Ach.
Ash letter. Okay. Ach letter
Yeah.
or Ash letter, whatever maybe that you know.
Yeah,
I will
Ji.
say it as Ash letter because you can see the Sandhi chart. Accordingly, you can say whether it is Ach or Hush. So Visarga will become
Lopaha.
optionally, right?
Yeah, Ji.
From Yakara and then Lopaha, right?
Yakara and Lopaha. That's what you have to say. That's it becomes
Yes.
Yakara and Lopaha. And Yakara Lopa is a must, or is there any optionality for it?
Optionally.
Where it is a must.
Followed by hush.
Very good. Followed by a
Hush
hush
letter.
letter, consonant. It is a must. Remember.
Mandatory.
Very good. Dhritarashtraha uvacha becomes Dhritarashtra uvacha. Sandhi is optional because two independent words. So we have to split Dhritarashtraha uvacha. You can say, so uvacha is vadati. Now read the first shloka.
Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyutsavaha Mamakaaf Pandavaschaiva Kimakurvata Sanjaya.
You split the first line, start from the end. When you do sandhi, remember, always start from the end. Don't go from the beginning.
Okay.
Like
Ji.
the Urdu writing, you have to start from right to left.
Okay.
Yes,
Ji.
start from Yuyutsavaha. First line you take, you can do.
Yuyutsavaha.
You can tell the Pratipadikam if you know, otherwise I will tell you.
Okay, Yuyutsava is the Pratipadikam, Guruji.
Yuyutsu.
Yuyutsu.
Yeah, Yuyutsu
Okay.
Shabda. Yes, Ji.
Well, I'll tell you one small, doesn't matter even if you do mistake now, because you don't know the other things. Now, in a shloka or in a vakyam, first thing what we have to find is the Kriya Padam. Anyway, we are not doing the Anvaya of this shloka. We are just doing the Sandhi Vicheda. Therefore, we are not doing those things. That is identifying the Kriya Padam, and then what are the Karakas, assigning vibhaktis. Those things we are not doing. That is another extra level. That's what we are going to see after this. The topic will be Karaka. That I will tell you, teach you later. Okay, and we are not interested in that now, but I'm just giving you a small information that whenever you read a Vakyam or a Shloka, find out the Kriya Padam in that. First job is to find out the Kriya Padam. Where is the Kriya Padam? When you see the Kriya Padam,
Akurvata. Yes,
when you
Guruji.
see
Akurvata.
listen, when you see the Kriya Padam, then find out once the Kriya Padam, once you find out what Purusha, what Vachanam. The Vachanam, because the Vachanam determines the Vachanam of the nouns in the sentence. If there is a Karta, and suppose if the Kriya Padam is Bhagavachanam, the Karta will be Bhagavachanam, right?
Bahuvachanam. Yes, Ji.
So here Akurvata is the Kriya Padam. Akurvata is Bhagavachanam.
Okay, Ji.
You don't know Akurvata, doesn't matter. Just know Akurvata is Bhagavachanam.
Bahuvachanam.
It is Krudatu, past tense, Lang Lakara. Those things we will see later. Okay. Just to know, Akurvata is a Kriya Padam. Second line, Kim Akurvata. There, Kim plus Akurvata, just Melanam has happened.
Melanam.
So Akurvata is Bhagavachanam. Therefore, Yuyutsavaha has to be Bhagavachanam. If it is Bhagavachanam, then what should be the Pradipadikam?
Yeah, Guruji. Yuyutsu.
Yuyutsu, it's a Pradipadikam. Like Guru Shabda. Guruhu Guru, Guravaha.
Yeah.
Yuyutsuhu, Yuyutsu, Yuyutsavaha. Right?
Yeah. 1-3.
Mantri. Yuyutsavaha is a Pradipadikam. Then the next one. The next word.
Samaveta.
What's Sandhi? Is there any Sandhi or no Sandhi?
No Sandhi, Guruji.
Samaveta, the word qualifies Yuyutsavaha. Then you tell me, then what Sandhi is there?
Samaveta.
Between Samaveta and Yuyutsavaha, there's a sambandha, there's a connection. Connection is Yuyutsavaha is substantive, Samaveta is adjective. Between the adjective and substantive. See, when you call a word as an adjective, it's a substantive.
Yeah. Samavetaha Yuyutsavaha.
Very good. It has to be of same Vachanam, same Vibhakti, same gender also.
Okay, Ji.
Then only it can be a Visheshanam, adjective, a qualifier. Understand?
Yes, Ji.
So Yuyutsavaha is qualified. Samaveta, Etaha is qualifier, adjective. Because the qualified, that is a substantive, Yuyutsu is in Bhagavachanam. Samavetaha has to be Bhagavachanam. Samaveta is there. What happened to Visarga? It means Sandhi has happened. Right?
Yes, Ji.
Pratipadikam is
Samaveta.
Samaveta. Akaranta. Because Yuyutsu is Pullinga. Therefore,
Yes,
the Pratipadikam has to be Samaveta, not Samaveta, not Akaranta.
Okay, Ji.
It is Samaveta. Samavetaha, Samavetau, Samavetaha. Like Rama Shabda. So Samavetaha, Visarga is there. What happened to Visarga? Disappeared. Now tell me what Sandhi is. Manjulaji.
What, Guruji?
What Sandhi is that now? What
Visarga,
Sandhi between?
the Visarga preceded by Akara and followed by Hush. Visarga disappears. Yeah, Visarga changes Yakara and disappears.
And Yakara Lopa is a must.
Yakara Lopa is option, must. Yes, Ji.
Now optional because followed
No
by
option.
Hush.
Hush. Yes, Ji.
So Samaveta plus Yuyutsavaha is equal to, you can write all these things, you can note. You have a separate scribbling pad and paper pen, write it all these things. Samaveta plus Yuyutsavaha, Samaveta Yuyutsavaha is equal to Samavetaha plus Yuyutsavaha. This is one Sandhi.
Yes, Ji.
Now once you split, so Yuyutsavaha is Pratama Vibhakti Bhagavachanam, you can write it as 1-3. Samavetaha is Pratama Vibhakti Bhagavachanam 1-3. Akurvata, I told it is Pratama Purusha Bhagavachana. Pratama Purusha, you can, that also you can write about our symbol, you know, the notation. Pratama Purusha Bhagavachana. So, Samavetaha Yuyutsavaha Akurvata. Slowly we have developed the vacuum, starting from the Kriya Padam. Akurvata, Yuyutsavaha Akurvata, Samavetaha Yuyutsavaha Akurvata. Right? Fine. Then
Yeah.
continue Sandip now. What is the next word? Preceding
Kuru,
word.
Kurukshetre.
Sandhi between the two words. Is there any Sandhi?
No, Guruji.
No. Because what is okay? Kurukshetre. What vibhakti is that?
In Kurukshetra, is it Pancham? No.
Ka vibhakti.
Kurukshetram,
Ekvachanam.
Kurukshetra.
Knowledge of Shabda is important. Yes. Pale. Palam pale palani. Palam pale palani. Saptami vibhakti. Because it is adhikarana, the place. We will see that later. Karaka. Kurukshetre. Say, okay. The Kurukshetra, see, the word Kurukshetra could be Pratama vibhakti dvivachanam, or Dvitiya vibhakti dvivachanam, or Saptami vibhakti ekavachanam, or Sambodhana dvivachanam. Possible.
Okay, ji.
4 possibilities are there. Yes or no?
Yes, ji.
It is like Pala Shabda.
Yes,
Palam Pale Palani. You know Pala Shabda well. Where Pale the word occurs, it occurs in all these 4 places. Now we have to narrow down which one is that. How can it be a Pratama Vibhakti Dvivachanam? If it is Pratama Vibhakti, means it has to be Karta.
Yes,
It
ji.
cannot be Karta. Because Karta is Yutsavaha. What is the meaning of Yutsavaha? Yodham Ichavaha. Those who are desirous of fighting. Those who are, the names are going to be mentioned. Pandavaha, etc. We'll see that later. Next line. So Yutsavaha is the Karta. The people who are desirous of fighting. They are the Karta. How can Kurukshetra be Karta? Therefore, it is not Pratama Vibhakti, ruled out. Can it be Dvitiya Vibhakti? Dvitiya Vibhakti is karma, object. It cannot be object also. How can it be object? Karta cannot do any karma on this. It cannot be object also. Ruled out. It cannot be Sambodhana. Hey Kurukshetra. Like that, it is not addressing anybody. And there are 2 Kurukshetras. No, not like that. So that is also ruled out. It has to be Saptami Vibhakti. That is how we have to narrow down. Understand?
Yes, ji.
So Kurukshetre, 7-1, Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam. It is the place where they are assembled. So it is Kurukshetre.
Yeah, Guruji.
Kurunam Kshetram, Kurukshetram. And Pratipadikam is Kurukshetra. Bit samasa between the 2 words. Kuru referring to the Kauravas. The Kurunam Kshetram, the place of the Kurus. Kurus, the ancestors, where they did tapas in that place. That's why it's called Kurukshetra. Then there is another word before that. What is the connection between these 2?
Yeah, Dharma Kshetre, place of Dharma.
Dharmasya Dharmanam Kshetram Dharma Kshetra. It is a, what vibhakti is that?
Same Saptami Ekavachanam. Dharma Kshetra.
It is in Saptami, and this is also in Saptami. Then what is the relationship between the 2?
Adjective of Kurukshetra is it?
That is adjective. Dharma Kshetra is adjective to Kurukshetra. That's why it's same vibhakti. Dharmasya Dharmanam Kshetram Dharma Kshetra. And if you decline Dharma Kshetram Dharma Kshetre Dharma Kshetrani, Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam. So Vibhakti, because it's adjective, therefore it has to be a same Vachanam as Kurukshetra. Now there is no Sandhi between that. So first line Sandhi done. Now the second line. Start from the right side.
Yeah. Sanjaya. Simple name Sanjaya is. No Sandhi, Guruji.
What Vibhakti is that?
Yeah. Imakurvata Sanjaya. Sanjaya is Sambodhana.
It is Sambodhana.
Yeah.
Because you see, how can, suppose if there is Visarga, can Visarga become Lopa?
No, Ji.
Because it is at the end.
It is
Avasana.
the end of the Avasana.
We know at the end Visarga is born or followed by kar, visarga is born, right?
Yes, sir.
Repa will become visarga. When it will become visarga? When followed by kar or
Or at
or
avasana.
at avasana. So it is avasana. It is the end of the second line. So therefore it has to be visarga cannot become lopa. Therefore visarga not there. In a shabda where visarga is not there, in Rama Shabda you take Sanjaya is akaranta shabda. So therefore it has to be like Rama Shabda. In Rama Shabda where visarga is not there, only in Sambodhana it is not there. Hey Rama, Hey Ramo, Hey Ramaha. Therefore Sanjaya, Hey Sanjaya. Hey need not be there. Hey is only for understanding. You say Hey Rama, Hey Ramo, Hey Rama, Bho Rama, whatever it is. Okay, so therefore it is Sambodhana. Then the
Kim
preceding word.
akurvata, kim akurvata, melanam.
Just Melana, no Sandhi. And between
Yes.
Akurvata and Sanjaya, what Sandhi?
Visarga disappears.
Huh?
Same.
What's it? What is it? Somebody said something. Visarga disappears. Who said? Between Akurvata and Sanjaya, what Sandhi? Please say,
No
somebody said
Sandhi.
something.
No Sandhi.
There is no Sandhi. Akurvata is a Kriya Padam. There is no Visarga, there is nothing there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Akurvata is, please note, Akurvata is Lang Laka, past tense, Pratama Purusha, it is Bhagavachanam. Okay. Pratama Purusha, Bhagavachanam. Okay, I will show you what is that. Kru Dhatu, important Dhatu. Now you see the table below. Akuruta, Akurvatam. Then what is that? Akurvata. This is past tense. Past tense form of Kru Dhatu. Kru Dhatu is Ubhayapadi. We have seen so far only Parasmepadi. I have not introduced, in fact, even Atmanepadi. We'll see that. We'll introduce the declension of Kru Dhatu in both Parasmepadi and Atmani. All these things you have to remember. Slowly you have to memorize. We'll see that later. Okay. So, Akarot, Akurutam, Akuruban, Akarohu, Akurutam, Akuruta, Akaravam, Akuruva, Akuruma is Parasmepadi forms of Kru Dhatu. Atmanepadi form is Akuruta, Akurvatam, Akurvata, Akurutaha, Akurvatam, Akurudhvam, Akurvi, Akurvahi, Akurumahi. Atmanepadi forms. Here, Akurvata, the word is the Pratama Purusha, Ekavachan. The word is Akurvata. There is no Visarga, nothing, right? And here in Parasmepadi, Akurvan. So both are same only. There is no difference. Akurvata is equal to Akurvan. Okay. Akuruta is equal to Akarot.
So, Guruji, is there some rule where you should use Parasmepadi
Very
and then
good.
Atman?
Yes. When a dhatu is Ubhayapadi, that is, it can have both Parasmepadi forms and Atmanepadi forms. Then, when the result of the action, is the action goes to the Karta himself. The result of action goes to the Karta. The Karta doing an action with the desire to enjoy the result of action. Then Atmanepadi. Atmane means for himself. When the Karta does karma and with the desire for the result of action, they desire with the intention for the others. That is the Kriyapalam, the Karma Palam, the Kriyapalam for others. When the result of the action is goes towards, is intended for others, then it has to be Parasmepadi. Say, like for example, Ramaha Pachati. Ramaha Pachati. Rama cooks. Ramaha Pachate. Pacha also is a Vikar, it is Ubhayapadi. Pach dhatu is a Ubhayapadi dhatu. So Pachati, Pachata, Pachanti. So only Pachate, Pachete, Pachante is possible. If Rama cooks for himself, the result of Pachana Kriya goes to the very doer, the Karta, then Ramaha Pachate. He cooks for himself. Ramaha Pachati, when you say, he cooks for others. the result of action goes towards others. It is intended for others. When an action is done with the intention for the benefit of others, right? Or the result of action when it is enjoyed by others, then it will be Parasmepadi. When the action is done for the sake of oneself, then it is Atmanepadi.
So if you consider, say, if I say Krishna akurut, that means he did it for himself. And if I say Krishna akarot, he did it for others.
Yes, Krishna akarot, it did for others. Krishna akuruta, it is akuruta.
Akuruta.
Yes. So all depends on the result of action or the intended desire, the motive or the desire, for the result of action, that for whom it is intended. It is intended for oneself or intended for others. Accordingly, it has to be Parasmipadi or Atmanepadi.
Thank you, Guruji.
Paragamini Kriyapalam Parasmepadi Bhavati. Atmagamini Kriyapalam Atmanepadi Bhavati. And the Kriyapalam is important. Kriyayaha Palam Kriyapalam, the result of the action. When it goes towards oneself, there is the karta, then Atmanepadi. When it goes towards others, for the sake of others, then it is Parasmepadi. That is a general rule. Okay. So here you can see Kim Akurvata, the Drashta using Atmanepadi. Because he is interested, all these words are important. He is interested that his people, he wants to win. Anyway, that's what his desire is. Therefore, Akurvata, the word suggests many things. The word Akurvata can be interpreted this like that also. Akurvata is, since Dhritarashtra is intended, his intention is that Kauravas should win. Therefore, he is interested in knowing what our people are doing. Our people are in the upper side or not. Therefore, Akurvata. So all this meaning can be extended. It's not the meaning. The meaning can be extended. Your intention, it shows, the Kriyapadam shows Akurvata. That is particular and wanted to know what our people. That is why Mamakaha comes first. Pandavaha cha only comes later. So that's all this, you can develop the meaning like that. Possibilities are there. Anyway, so let us continue. Akurvata doesn't have any Visarga, nothing is there. So Kim Akurvata Sanjaya. Now the preceding word is Manjulaji, read. Is she there?
Yeah, Ji.
Yes.
Yes, Ji. Sorry. Akurvata.
And preceding Pandavas Chaiva.
Yeah, Pandavaschaiva. Pandavaha cha iva.
Not Iva. Chaiva, the I is a what word? It's a Vriddhi letter.
Okay.
It's a Vriddhi
Eva,
letter.
Eva, sir. Eva.
If it is Iva, then Guna letter will be there.
Yes, Ji.
So Pandavaha plus Cha plus
Plus Eva.
Cha plus Eva. If it is Cha plus Eva, it will become Cheva.
Cheva. Yes.
Not Cheva. It is Chaiva. I. You have to say I means Vriddhi letter. Cha plus Eva, Chaiva. That's
Yes,
what
Ji.
Sandhi, Vriddhi Sandhi. Then
Vriddhi
Pandavaha plus Chaiva, what Sandhi?
Pandavaha plus Chaiva.
Visarga
Visarga disappears.
disappears. The Visarga disappears, how will you have Shakara there? Pandavas, the Shakara is there.
Shutva Sandhi, Guruji. Shutva Sandhi.
Visarga will disappear.
No, Ji. Visarga changes to Sakara, then Shaka.
Visarga
Yes.
will become Sakara because Shaiva, the Kar letter follows.
Yeah, Ji.
And Sakara changes to Shakara because Chavarga letter follows.
Yeah, Ji.
Chutva Sandhi. So Pandavas Chaiva. Understand all of you? Pandavas Chaiva? Yeah, Sandhi before, right?
Yes.
Yes, Guruji.
Okay. The next, what is the preceding word?
Mamakaha.
What Sandhi is between the two? Mamakaha and Pandavaha.
No Sandhi, Guruji.
No Sandhi. We can say it is
Yeah.
Visarga either replaced by Ardha Visarga or Visarga remains as it is.
Yeah,
Mamakaf.
Upadmani. Yeah.
That's all. So Sandhi is done for one shloka. 1 class, 1 shloka.
Yes,
Dhritarashtraha uvacha. Dharma, then that is one Sandhi. Then Yutsavaha, Samavetaha Yutsaha, second Sandhi. Third Sandhi is Pandavaha plus Cha plus Eva. Fourth Sandhi is Mamakaha, that Visarga, Mamakaf Pandavaha. These are the Sandhis. So once you split, you know the individual words, mark the Vibhaktis, the Vachanam, find out the Kriya Padam, then you can join the words, make it into a sentence. That is called Anvayam. That is the next level. First, you have to do Sandhi knowledge. After that, Shabda Jnanam. Shabda Jnanam, we have to see Shabdas, etc. Kriya Padam, Nama Padam, etc. We have to know. Okay, that we will see. The next one, Jyotiji, second one we can do quickly. So first shloka, that's why it took so much time. Second shloka onwards, we have to quickly do it.
Okay.
Yes.
So it is Sanjaya Uvach. So Sanjaya Uvacha.
Yes.
So, Visarga becomes Yakara and optionally Lop. So Sanjaya Uvacha.
Optionally Lopaha. Lopa or not Lopa.
Lopaha.
Okay. Please do it.
Drashtva tu Pandavanikam Vyudham Duryodhanastada Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit. So
Yes.
Abravit, Vachanam Abravit, it is Melanam.
Good. Abravit also past tense. Uvacha. Uvacha is lit lakara, remote past. Abravit is just past tense. You can say Abravita is equal to Vadati. Abravit, making it a present tense. He spoke, he told, right? That is a Kriya Pada. Abravit. What Vachanam?
Prathama Ekvachanam.
Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. Therefore, there must be Karta somewhere hiding here. You have to find out. For that, you have to split and then see the word. Yes.
So Karta is Raja. Raja Vachanam Abravit.
Very
so
good.
Raja,
How do you decline Raja?
Rajan Shabdavat.
Rajan Nakaranta Shabda. Those Nakaranta Shabda we have to see. Atman Shabda, Rajan Shabda, important Shabda. Raja, don't think it is Akarantaha, Srilingaha. No, not like that. Nakarantaha, Pullingaha, Rajan Shabdaha, Raja, Rajano, Rajanaha. So Raja Vachanam Abravit is a Vakyam. Raja, Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam, Abravit, he spoke what he spoke, these words, Vachanam, he spoke words. Yes, please continue. No Sandhi between Raja and Vachanam. Yes.
Acharyam Upasangamya. So no Sandhi, it is Melanam. Acharyam Upasangamya.
Between Upa and Sangamya, I can do Sandhi. That possibility is there.
Upa and Sangamya.
Acharyam plus Upasangamya, Melanam. But Upa plus Sangamya, Sandhi is possible. What is that? Upa Sangamya is there. Upa is Upasarga. Sam is also another Upasarga. Gamya is there. Upa, the Sam. Anuswara is there. What will happen to Anuswara? Before Anuswara, what was there? Before Anuswara, it was Makara.
Makara.
Then Gamya. Remember, Upa is a Upasarga, is an Avyayam. Sam is also Upasarga Avyayam. So Sam is Makara. The Makara
becomes Anuswara.
It's a Padam. Padanta Makara becomes Anuswara.
Anuswara.
That Anuswara only is given here. Right? Also, there is optionality. This can be written like this also. That is Upa Sangamya. That is also possible.
Hmm.
This makara, which becomes anuswara, right?
Hmm.
That anuswara, depending on the following letter. What is the following letter?
Gakara.
Gakara. Therefore, anuswara can be replaced by
Anunasika.
The nasal.
Gakara.
Ah,
Nasal.
corresponding. What sandhi is that?
Anunasika.
Parasvarna sandhi. Yeah, yes. Anuswarasya parasvarna, right?
Hmm.
Possible. So, either upasangamya can be there or upasangamya. Because it is a padam, padanta makara, therefore, makara becoming anuswara is optional. Suppose if it is not a padanta makara, then there is no optionality. Please understand, this is important. You understand? See, you see the examples, the sandhi chart, it is written very clearly there. You see the anuswara sandhi. Upasangamya, why we have got two forms? Because some is a padanta makara. Makara can become anuswara optionally. You can see here before it is there. Anuswara sandhi number 1 you see. Padanta makara will be replaced by anuswara when followed by L. So this is an example. Here we can take. Now, I'm just giving an example here. The same example I'm writing. That is some plus gamya. So it can be some gamya. Padanta makara will be replaced because both are padam. Palam palati. Either if you do sandhi, then becomes palam palati. If you don't do sandhi, it will be sam plus gamya. Because we are doing sandhi, therefore sangamya. Right? Now, anuswara sandhi. Then the next one, which is in later, Parasvarna sandhi, if you see, which is anuswara will be replaced by savarna of the following a letter. Here, anuswara is there, followed by a letter. Then it has to be replaced. It's a must. Plus kaha. Parasvarna sandhi number 2 says padanta anuswara. If the anuswara is a padanta, then replacement by savarna is optional. So therefore, tvam patasi can be tvam patasi or tvam patasi. Similarly, here some is a padam. Some being a padam plus gamya. Therefore, it can be either some gamya, we can write like that, or it can some will become not like this. Some has to become anuswara because you have to apply anuswara. It becomes anuswara. Padanta makara become anuswara. And by this rule, that anuswara can be replaced by the savarna letter of the following, that is nakara optionally. So therefore, sangamya. Either it can become sangamya or it can be sangamya because this rule is optional. Understand?
Yes, Guruji.
All of you.
Yes,
Is it
Guruji.
clear?
Yes, Guruji.
Already we have seen this is not something new. Some is a padam. That padanta makara becomes anuswara. Once it becomes anuswara, either some gamya can be written as it is, or that anuswara can be replaced by the para savarna. That is anuswara sandhi number 2. Para savarna sandhi number 2. That's what the name we are given. So that sandhi is in this shloka. Okay, next one. Let's read quickly. Acharya upasangamya. First line.
Duryodhanas tada. So it is Duryodhanaha tada. Visarga followed by.
Yeah, followed by
kar letter.
Becomes sakara.
And then there is
just Merana. So Duryodhanaha Raja. Duryodhanaha Pratama Vibhakti. Therefore, Raja Duryodhana is a karta. Raja Duryodhanaha Vachanam Abravit spoke the words. Okay, next one.
Vyudham Duryodanas, there is no sandhi.
There
Anuswara
also-
sandhi. Anuswara sandhi.
Anuswara. Vyudam Makara is there. Makara replaced by Anuswara. Then Pandavanikam and Vyudam.
Pandava Anikam, at least is there
Yes. Good.
Dirgha Savarna and Anikam Vyudham, again Anuswara.
Anuswara Sandhi. Pandavanikam, Makara is there. Makara followed by Vyudam, the Makara, the consonant. Therefore, Makara becomes Anuswara. Pandava Nikam, Pandava Nika is one word. Pandava plus Anika. Anika means army. Pandavanam Anikam. Anika. It's a samasa. So Pandava Nika is a word. And in it's a samasa. Within a samasa, Pandava and Anika, between them, Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Right? Next one.
And Drashtva to Pandava, there is no sandhi here.
There is no Sandhi. Okay. 2 shlokas we have done. It's I think you can stop here. Is there any doubts? Please ask. Anybody having any doubts? Yes or no?
No,
No,
Guruji.
Guruji. Yeah.
We'll have to work.
No.
We'll have to do a lot of homework.
Please do. Okay. So
Yeah, yeah.
we'll continue. Next class onwards, we'll have to little pace we have to increase. So the first class we are doing Gita, this small introduction, I gave samasa, etc. Next class onwards, at least we will do at least 8 shlokas in a class. Few chapters we will do like that. Let's see how many shlokas we'll be able to do. You please do homework before coming so that it will be easy. It will be easy. At least for the next 10 shlokas, you be prepared with all the sandhi. Right?
Okay, Ji.
We stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanta Shanta Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Dhanyavada Guruji.
Dhanyawada, Ji.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ
Guruji.
Dhanyawad.
Dhanyavad Guruji.
Dhanyawada Guruji.